My dad would text saying I was being distant and I needed to make more effort. I didn't respond. My mom called once and said, "Your father is hurt that you won't come around anymore. Family is supposed to forgive." I said, "Family is supposed to show up," and hung up. 6 months after my swearing-in ceremony, I got a call from my dad at 2 in the morning. He said, "Silas has been arrested. You need to come to the police station right now." I was exhausted from a long day in court, but I got dressed and drove 40 minutes to the station. Silas had gotten into a bar fight and assaulted someone badly enough to send them to the hospital. The charges were aggravated assault, and he was looking at serious prison time. My dad grabbed my arm when I walked in and said, "You have to fix this. You're a lawyer. You can make this go away." I said, "I'm a criminal defense attorney. I don't make things go away. I defend people in court." He said, "So defend him. He's your brother." I looked at Silas sitting in the holding cell and he wouldn't even look at me. My dad said, "We're family. You owe us this." I said, "I owe you this? Where were you 6 months ago when I got sworn in?" My dad said, "This is different. This is important. That was just a ceremony." I felt something cold settle in my chest and said, "You want me to represent Silas?" He said, "Of course. You're his brother." I said, "My hourly rate is $500. A case like this will probably cost around $50,000 by the time we get to trial." My dad's face went red and he said, "You're going to charge your own brother?" I said, "You're asking me to use the law degree you said wasn't a big deal, the one you couldn't be bothered to celebrate. Yeah, I'm going to charge him." My dad said, "How can you be so selfish? He's family." I said, "Family shows up. You didn't show up for me. Why should I show up for him?" Silas finally spoke up and said, "Come on, you know I didn't mean anything by missing your thing. This is my life we're talking about." I said, "It was my life too. I worked for years to get that degree. I sacrificed everything. And when I finally succeeded, you chose a golf tournament over being there." My dad said, "We'll pay whatever you want. Just please help him." I said, "I'll represent him. Standard rates, 50% up front. And I want you all to know that every single hour I bill is an hour you told me wasn't worth your time." I got Silas a plea deal that kept him out of prison. They paid every invoice on time. We haven't spoken since.